Okay, members of the media, we will start. The current track of tropical depression number 4F is actually to the west of Fiji and moving away from the country, but the rain band that has been affecting us has been consistent and is very slow moving. For the weather update at the moment, flood warning remains in force for low-lying areas and small streams for northern and eastern Viti Levu and western half of Vanua Levu. And that is the areas adjacent to Wailutua and Naiavu Station and areas downstream of Wainembuka River, adjacent to and downstream of Raki Town, adjacent to and downstream of Nabolau Station, and adjacent to Rail Bridge and downstream of Nausori Town. These are the areas that are under flood warning. The situation overview: the flood warning remains in force, as I've mentioned, for all low-lying areas, especially in the Central Division, and also for parts of the Western Division from Ba to Ragaraki. Floodwater at Rewa, although it has receded a bit, but it's still at a critical level. The Wainembuka River, the current water level there is about 12 meters and the critical level is 15 meters. If the Wainembuka River actually fills up, and you know that the Rewa River will actually also fill up. So that would be an issue if that happens this evening. Nausori Hospital are operating as normal again after they have returned from Vunivivi. The team deployed to Ngomea Island, they're led by the district officer Taviuni, there to assess the landslide and also to distribute food rations and relief supplies to the village of Nraketi that was devastated with the landslide, and together with Tongo and Kodoma village. Currently, Mba and Raki Town, they're still closed. No way Kamangau, there is a land split that prevents the accessibility through the Ngau Road. Our priority focus, again, for people who are living in tents, their relocation if the need arises, and also those who are in flood-prone areas, their evacuation. I must say that the operation centers are still open for those that have not been activated. All the divisions are actually working around the clock to ensure that if the need arises in any of the villages along the districts, the district officers and the team, they should be able to provide for that. The focus also is to ensure that roads are accessible and also the provision of water and power to the communities. Kings Road is open, but single lane in some places. The Kasavu landslide, Kasavu Mbaulevu Road Junction on Kings Road, it's also open to traffic, but operating on a single lane. Queens Road is also open, but certain areas operating on single lane, and some roads in the Northern Division and Eastern Divisions are also closed. In Taviuni, the North Coastal Road is closed, and likewise to the flooding at Waimbula Bridge. The evacuation centers, the revised data that I have for you this evening: Central Division, now 21 with 566 evacuees. Eastern Division 36 with 362 evacuees. The Northern Division with 11 and 273 evacuees. And for the Western Division 18 with 162 evacuees. The total number evacuation center is now 86, and the number of evacuees is actually 1,363. We would expect this number to increase as of this afternoon and this evening because of the consistent rainfall that is affecting Fiji. In terms of households living in tents, a revision of the figures that I gave you yesterday. For the Western Division, it is revised to 1,197. So the total number of people who are still living in tents are actually 1,812. For clarification on that, for the Western Division, Tavua 117, Nandi 45, Mba 93, Ra 880. That's the revision from yesterday's figure. And Lautoka 62. So At the moment, it's 1,197 instead of the 3,000 plus that I mentioned yesterday. The flash flooding in the Central Division and landslides in various areas are also increasing. And they are expecting an increase in the number of evacuation centers because of flash floods in affected areas. Preliminary agriculture assessment, that is the only damage cost that has come to hand, which is about 52,545 for the provinces of Serua and Namosi. For the eastern update, the number of evacuation centers is actually 36, evacuations 362. The majority are from Lomaiviti, the islands of Koro, Ngau, Nairai, Batiki, Makungai, Motoriki, and Ovalau. Figures from Bonumbalau has not been confirmed yet. The Eastern Division update. For Koro, the Kante to Navanga Road is still closed to traffic, and the one from Kante to Muanivanua is one lane only. And also at Nakondu in Koro, the Loma stretch is underwater. For Ngau, Batiki, and Nairai, some damages to infrastructure, but particularly for Ngau, there is a land split in Nawaikama, which has caused that road to close temporarily. And for Ovalau, there are 8 Fiji Red Cross volunteers who are actually working with the community there, providing them with damage assessment. The Western update, as I mentioned, 18 evacuation centers are now open. Rakiraki town closed, still underwater. The road that are being closed from the flats of Rakiraki towards Tabua. Batown, as I mentioned, is closed, and there's continuous heavy rain in the interior of Ra, Namdarivatu, and Ba, and the expectation of flooding in the low-lying areas. Northern update, the Ngamea landslide, where in Raketi village, the health center, the primary school, and the community hall, plus 12 houses that were actually being affected. The Nambawa Lundaria Road are still closed, and most of the roads in Tavioni and Rambi, they are also closed. So for energy, in terms of power, there are various areas around the Central Division that are being affected. Nandurulolo, Baulevo Police Post to Manueni, Touchwood Sawmill, Southern Forest Sawmill, and parts of the old Queens Road, the Savu Settlement to Natuva. These are some of the areas that are being affected. For the Western Division, Ravi Sangam schools and side roads, the Koro village and the whole of Nandarivatu, Rakiraki to Oimadia, and also outside Tavua and the whole of Rakiraki. Those are being affected in terms of power. That's what I have for you at the moment. Thank you very much. I'll take questions now.
So these people in evacuation centers and in tents, how are they being taken care of in terms of food and water supply?
Food assistance has been provided to them temporarily while they are there at the evacuation centers. That's given by the Divisional Commissioner's Office or the respective district officers. We believe that also some NGOs and community members are also approaching them, but we have not got any further update on that. So high tide tonight, 11:45.
So how many
Gamea, we have been informed that they use this community safety network for the various part of the village that were not affected. They have been billeted in there, and 1 or 2 families may have shifted across to Naivivi village on the other side. Yeah. So there is, we have not received any further update, even though the district officer Tavioni is already there on the ground. We are waiting for him to come back with his report.
Will the village be evacuated for fear of maybe another landslide?
Um, I don't have an answer to that. All I know is that where the community hall and the health center together with the school where they were located, they were on a hill. So it's those are the ones that has been affected.